Hello and welcome. Tonight, members of the Islamic movement in Nigeria protest against continued detention of their leader Sheikh Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, vow to remain in the streets over the matter. Inspector General of Police directs police commands to be on high alert as preparations for Eid al-Kabir get underway in various parts of the country. UN agency alerts on plight of internally displaced people in the northeast raises concern over devastated homes and farmlands. And at least 20 killed in an airstrike in the Syrian city of Idlib hours after a peace plan announced by US and Russia.
On business news tonight, Federal Ministry of Environment announces plans to issue green bonds in Nigeria to reduce the impact of climate change.
And in sports news, Super Eagles forward Kelechi Iheanacho scores the winning goal against Manchester United in the English Premier League.
We begin tonight in Nigeria's northwestern state of Kaduna, where the members of the Islamic movement in Nigeria for the second day running protested against the continued detention of their leader Sheikh Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, his wife and other members of the movement. The group comprising women, the youth and children gathered at the popular Levantes roundabout in the state capital, demanding the unconditional release of their leader and other members. The protest led to heavy gridlock in the city, leaving motorists with no option but to look for alternative routes.
For the second day, members of the Islamic movement in Nigeria take to the streets of Kaduna. Hundreds of the protesters, made up of women, men, youths and children, locked down the roads to the despair of motorists. The Shiite members say they are demanding the release of their leader, Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, from detention.
His getting was day by day, and they didn't charge him to court, they didn't persecute him, they didn't do anything. They just keep him there. We want them to release him for us to take care of him. His health condition is getting worse day by day. We see no reason why they are detaining him up to now. At least 24 hours. We are going to stay here, remain here for at least 24 hours, and we want to see how the government is going to respond to our request.
This action effectively brings traffic to a standstill, leaving in its wake frustrated motorists.
The go-slow is beyond expectation. I wish they can understand so that this thing will be solved amicably. You understand? By blocking this way, we may not cause anything. Let them understand things with us. People are suffering. They have made a lot of go-slow at the back.
El-Zakzaky, his wife and several members of the movement have been detained since December 2015 when they clashed with the Nigerian army in Zaria, Kaduna State.
The Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ibrahim Idris, has revealed plans being made to ensure adequate security during the Salah celebrations and the public holidays. According to a statement from the Force Public Relations Office, the IGP has directed the Assistant Inspectors General of Police in charge of zonal commands and all the commissioners of police in the state commands to deploy adequate personnel to cover all the Eid al-Kabir praying grounds. Also listed for special security surveillance are recreation centers, public infrastructure and other public places where the celebrations will take place. Police commanders have also been directed to collaborate with sister agencies as well as interface with community leaders in order to monitor the activities of criminally minded individuals. As the Eid al-Kabir approaches, some motorparks in the nation's capital, Abuja, appear to be experiencing less traffic as only a handful of passengers were seen traveling for the Salah holiday. Those who spoke to China's television complained of lack of money. Although transport fares remained unchanged, officials at the parks say they are recording the lowest turnout of travelers compared to other festive periods.
This motor park in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, used to be a beehive of activities during weekends, especially the ones preceding public holidays. Travelers rush to catch up with vehicles heading for their destinations, with transporters taking advantage of such rush to hike the fares. But that's not the case for this weekend preceding the Eid al-Kabir celebration.
Like Oshogo now, we carry 4,550 naira before, but now we just put it only 500 naira to make it 5,050 naira. Understand? Because we know if we want to follow the schedule of the fair and everything now, we're supposed to carry up to 6,000 or 7,000 naira. But for we know how the Nigeria is now. That's we just leave it at that amount. And still yet, people didn't travel.
I don't think I've experienced this type of hard moment before. It's really difficult. It's a hard time, indeed. It's hard. We can't buy anything. It's very difficult.
Some say they rather send food stuff to their loved ones than spend such money traveling.
For me, I would have traveled because it's a long break. But if I can just send something home for my people to be happy, than using my hard-earned money that I can use to better myself to travel, I think it's better for me to just send something home.
Like before, if I'm going, I know the way I normally carry things. I used to buy certain things, carry a lot of things to my village. But now, because there is no money outside, so I have to stay.
The story is slightly different in the foodstuff market. While some complain about not having money to buy what they need, others say they are experiencing bumper sales.
Everybody's tired. Everybody feeling it now. Everybody's feeling it. See the market that's everywhere here. I'm from Gariki, I get the market here. This is what I buy, 5,000 naira.
The market, why they say, because it's start like, don't add money small. But it no be like you before. So now so the people they buy them, then they say well, through people they come buy them.
Although the holiday period will afford majority the opportunity to visit their loved ones, the current economic realities, no doubt, may have some effects on the way and manner they will spend the holiday.
We're still with the Salah celebration. Operators of road transportation have been lamenting the low patronage of passengers as Muslim faithful prepare for the Eid. And now passengers at the domestic airport terminals are plagued with long hours of flight delays.
Passengers within the departure hall at the airport, some others at the sales counter as they make last-minute attempts to reach their destination. Those with tickets have to endure long hours of waiting and take up seats on any available space, and these children are not left out. Some passengers who chose to speak off camera say authorities must ensure airlines do not take advantage of passengers by hiding behind technical reasons for excessive delays. Then it's straight to the bus parks. On this wet day, operators are not happy about the low level of patronage.
Most of us here now, we are spending almost 4 to 5 days now. There is no passenger. When you ask them why, they say there's no money with them to travel. So we have to bear it.
Okay, so did you increase your fare?
We didn't increase it. We even like to remove it. We don't even see them. We don't see passengers.
A passenger heading to Benin City in Edo State believes beyond the economic crunch, life must go on.
Oh, most certainly I have to. Economic difficulties or not, we must live our lives. The fare for now, it's not been inflated, I believe, but slightly. It's fairly affordable, considering the nature of the roads.
With the present economic realities, many Nigerians say they look forward to building a country where peace and development are guaranteed. Bukola Joe Oketumbi, Channels Television News.
In the meantime, preparations for the Eid al-Kabir continues across states of the Federation. Findings by Channel Television reveal that Muslim faithful are putting everything in place to ensure they maximize the benefits of the season amidst assurances of safety by security agencies.
It's countdown to the celebration of Eid al-Kabir. The price of common agri-commodities and livestock has increased, while the cost of transport has more than doubled. Despite the economic and social challenges, there is a rise in vehicular and human movement across the states. At this time, guards are let down and criminals capitalize on this to wreak havoc. The commander, Operation Safe Haven in Plateau State, has a word for residents and transporters.
There are so many parks, and we also know there are a lot of arms and ammunition moving around the states. So we are liaising and collaborating with the union members to ensure that all passengers traveling, their luggages are searched for arms and ammunition, search for drugs, search for any weapon that can endanger life.
In Yobe State, the story is no different. At the markets, traders complain of low patronage. But it's a little bearable because most civil servants got their salaries in good time. At the Damaturu market, residents buy more foodstuff than cattle or ram, the sacrificial animal for the celebration.
We attribute the low price of ram to scarce resources in circulation. A ram being sold for 75,000 naira in previous years hardly goes for 45,000 naira today. Even if we sell such ram for 50,000 naira, we are still at a loss. The saddest issue is that government don't even patronize us as they normally do over the years. This goes to tell you how hard things have become in recent times.
The state police plans to impose restriction of movement before, during and after the celebrations.
There may be some inconveniences of restriction of vehicular movement within a certain period. That will be between 6 a.m. and 12 midday on the particular Salah day, just to make sure that people are secured and safe.
In Imo State, residents approach the celebrations with mixed feelings as the price of commodities and livestock are also high. With regard to security, the police say they're leaving nothing to chance.
While we are, wishing them a happy Salah period, we join them and assure them that there will be no security, challenges during the period. We are out there to protect them and ensure their security and safety.
And in Cross River State, buying and selling activities are low-key as people complain about the state of the economy.
I don't know how we are going to do this Salah time because I am expecting a lot of sales. For over a week now, we are not seeing any sales. We are suffering. We don't know what to do. We don't know the next line of action. In fact, if you look around, this is motor park. You will not see passengers coming around to travel.
I'm here in the market trying to shop, but it's not really easy. Things are very difficult. Everything have increased price. Everything, nothing is cheap. Nothing. But we have to eat, so we are trying.
In the southwest state of Ondo, residents also complain about poor sales, attributing the situation to workers being owed salaries and the general state of the economy.
Since morning when we were here, we haven't said anything since morning. Market is not moving forward again. I think we can even pay us our people's salaries, so they can able to buy market from us.
Yeah, I'm not used to buy a cow in about a month ago. It's not even enough to buy a ram here now. Yes, because reasonably, if you get 100,000 naira, you buy a reasonable cow. But if you have 100,000 naira, you can only buy a reasonable ram now.
The Eid al-Kabir celebration is coming at a time the country is experiencing a recession. But the federal government has assured Nigerians that this administration is focused on measures to revive the economy and make it strong.
In part two after the break, more reactions to the postponement of the Edo State governorship election.